Hello. Yes, we welcome you back to PSSB, Physical Sciences Cerebral Ability with me, Richard here. Yeah, today we are looking at this question, grade 10 Physical Sciences. It says that the modern periodic table as proposed by Henry Moseley consists of elements arranged in columns and rows. Okay. And the A comes, it says that in modern periodic table, elements are arranged according to, then here they say write atomic number or atomic mass. Yes, in modern periodic table, yeah, elements are arranged according to what? They are arranged according to atomic number. Okay. Then we come to B. It says that state what each of the following represents on the periodic table. Okay. The first one is columns. What do columns represent? They represent the group. So columns are the groups. And rows? Rows are representing what? They represent periods. So technically, a periodic table is made up of columns, which are groups, and rows, which are periods. Yeah, then we come to this one. It says that state the number of each of the following in the periodic table. Okay. The first one is columns. We said columns are representing groups. So how many columns or how many groups are there in the modern periodic table? Okay. Answer is they are 18. Okay. And another question says that how many rows or periods do we have in the modern periodic table? They are 7. So in other words, we have 7 periods. Yeah. Then we come to this one. It says that write the common name of each of the following groups. Yeah, these are the groups we have. Group 1, Group 2, Group 17, and Group 18. So what are the common names? Group 1, the common name is alkali metals. Group 2, we call them alkali earth metals. Group 17, we call them halogens. And group 18, we call them noble gases. Yeah, then comes this question. It says that what is meant by atomic number? What is it? Yeah. Atomic number is the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom. Yeah, then we come to this one. What is meant by group number? Yeah, what is it? This is the number which identifies the number of electrons in the outermost shell of an atom. So the number of electrons in outermost orbital of an atom is what we call the group number, or is what is signified as group number. Yeah, then we come to this one. It says that what is meant by period number? A period number is the number which indicates the number of shells or number of energy levels filled by electrons in an atom. Yeah, then comes this question. It says that consider the atoms below. These are the atoms. We have X, we have Y, and Z. And the question says that write the number of protons in each. Okay, how do we start with even finding the number of protons? Okay, this is what you have to know. That then this number, this smaller number up, is the atomic number. And the atomic number of the element indicates the number of protons in the atom. So in other words, X has 6 protons, Y has 13 protons, and Z has 19 protons. So we can say X 6 protons, Y 13 protons, Z 19 protons. Yeah, then we come to this one. It says that write the number of protons in each. Yeah, then we come to this one. It says that write the number of electrons in each. Okay. Yes. You start with X. How many electrons are here? Okay, you need to know that what we are witnessing here are neutral atoms. How do you identify a neutral atom? It doesn't have any charge. So they are neutral. And in a neutral atom, protons are equal to electrons. So with that we can say, how many electrons are in X? 6 electrons. And how many electrons are in Y? 13 electrons. And how many electrons are in Z? 19 electrons. Yeah. Then we come to this one. It says that state the atomic number of each. Okay. Yes, these are the atoms we are having, and we need to be reminded that atomic number of the atom is the same as number of protons. So what is going to be the atomic number of X? The answer is 6. Okay. What is going to be the atomic number? What is going to be the atomic number of Y? It is 13. What is going to be the atomic number of Z? It is 19. The atomic number is the same as number of protons. Yeah, then we come to this one. It says that write the atomic mass of each. Now, the number you see here, which is bigger on each atom, is what they call atomic mass or mass number. So, what can we say? For X, it is 12. For Y, it is 27. And for Z, it is 39. And we come to this one. It says that for each of the atoms above, determine the group number and 2, the period number. Okay, so how do we deal with this? Okay, this is what you have to know. Let us start with a X. Okay, to determine these two, we use the atomic number. Atomic number is the small number we have there, the 6. And what do we do? This is what we do. You write what we call the electronic configuration of the atom. Okay? Let's start with X. Yeah, for X, the atomic number is 6. So the configuration is going to be 1s2. Okay? That's the first shell. It can take a maximum of 2. Then the second is going to be 2s2 and 2p. And these are for 2p2. So these are the 6 distributed here. Okay. Yes. So from here, what can we say? Okay. First of all, let us look at the group number. Group number is the number of electrons in the outermost energy level or outermost shell. And this 2 is the outermost shell. And how many electrons are there? The answer is 4. So the group number is 4. So X belongs to group 4. Okay. Then the period number. Okay. Period number implies the number of shells occupied. And for this case, there are 2. There's the shell 1 and the shell 2. So the number is 2. Okay. Okay, next we proceed to Y. Okay. Yes, we perform the same surgical operation. We look for atomic number, and it is 13. Okay. And what do? We write the electronic configuration. So it's going to be 1s2. That's the first shell or the first energy level. It can take up a maximum of 2. The second one is going to be 2s2 and 2p6. Yes, this one is now full. It can't take up any more. P can take up a maximum of 6 and S can take up a maximum of 2. So when you close this shell, you see that you have 10 and we have 13. So we proceed to the next energy level, which is going to be 3. So it's going to be 3s2 and 3p1. Okay. So we come here and we say group number. Okay. Yes. Group number implies the number of electrons in the outermost energy level. 3 is the outermost energy level. And how many electrons are there? There are 3. So group number is 3. So y belongs to group 3. Okay, so then we come to period number. Okay, period implies the number of shells filled. Okay, this one is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So the period to which y belongs to is 3. Okay, from there we proceed to z. And with that, what do we do? We look for the atomic number. For Z, it is 19. So what do we do next? We write its electronic configuration. It's going to be 1s2. Okay, that's the first shell or the first energy level. Then it's going to be 2s2 and 2p6. Those are 10. Yeah, so we come to 3s, which can take up a maximum of 2, and 3p, which can take up a maximum of 6. So let's see what we have here. These are 10. If this one takes up 6, it means that we have 18. So we can close this one because it's now full. It can't take up any more. We go to 4s. And how many are remaining? We had 19. We have distributed 18. We are missing 1. Okay. So if that is the case, what do we do? You come here and say group number. Okay. Group number implies the number of electrons in the outermost orbital. Orbital 4 is the outermost, and it has how many electrons? 1. So the group number is 1 for Z. Okay, then we come to period. Okay, yes, or period number. For period number, you count the number of energy levels occupied. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So Z belongs to period 4. Yeah, that is that. Yeah, then we come to this question. It says that given the periodic table below, so this is the periodic table, for each of the elements above, the elements are A, B, C, D, E. Write 1, the group number. Okay. So yes, we start with A. What's the group number of A? A is in group 1. So it's going to be 1. Okay. B is in group 2. So it's going to be 2. C is in group 13. So it's going to have 3. E is in group, this is 2, 13, 14, 15. E is in group 15. So it has 5. Okay. And D is in group 18. So the group number is 8. Yeah, then we come to the period number. We'll have to know that This is period 1, this is period 2, period 3, period 4, period 5, 6, 7. Okay? So we start with A. A is in the second period. So it's 2. We go to B. B is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's period 4. Then we come to C. C is in period. This is period 1. This is period 2. So C is in period 2. We come to D. D is in period 1. And the E is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So E is in period 5. Yeah, then we come to this one. Number of electrons in the outermost energy level. I want you to know that number of electrons in outermost energy level is the same as a group number. Yes. So A, being in group 1, it has 1 as the number of electrons in the outermost energy level. B, being in group 2, has 2 as a number of electrons in the outermost energy level. C, being in group 3 or 13, has 3 as the number of electrons in the outermost energy level. E, being in group, let me see, this is 2, this is 13, 14, 15. So it has 5 as the number of electrons in the outermost energy level. Then D, yes, D is in group 18, so it has 8 as the number of electrons in the outermost energy level. Okay, let's come here. The number of shells occupied by electrons. This means the period number. I repeat, the number of shells occupied by electrons is the same as period number. So in other words, it's the same as this. So what are we going to have here? We have A, which is period 2. And we have B, which is period 4. And you have C, which is period 2. And you have D, which is period 1. And you have E, which is period 5. And with that, I would like to thank you for your time. The channel is PSSB, Physical Sciences, with me, Richard, here. Yes, we urge you to subscribe, to comment, to like, to share. Yes, we believe we are being helpful. Trust us, you won't regret. See you next time. Bye-bye.